Welcome to 3-Act Structure Explained, where we prove that every movie is secretly the same movie. This time, we're looking at Nightcrawler. Ready? Go. Act 1. Lou Bloom is a slimy 2-bit thief. He doesn't have much going for him, but the one thing he's great at is being a salesman. He reduces everything and everyone in his life to a business transaction. The only thing that matters to him is making money.
Who am I? I'm a hard worker. I set high goals, and I've been told that I'm persistent. My motto is, if you want to win the lottery, you have to make the money to buy a ticket.
In the inciting incident, Lou comes across a bad car accident, and he sees a van show up to film it. They're a freelance camera crew who drive around getting footage like this to sell to the local news. They seem to do pretty well financially, so Lou thinks that maybe he should get into this business. He picks up a camcorder and a police scanner and starts crawling the night for something juicy to film.
Oh, that's why they call it that.
In the beginning of Act 2, Lou figures out how all this works. He drives around filming accidents and crimes. He connects with Nina, a local news director, who tells him what kinds of stories they like to run. Crime, bloody violence, anything that keeps the audience watching out of fear.
We find our viewers are more interested in urban crime, creeping into the suburbs. Think of our newscast as a screaming woman running down the street with her throat cut.
He hires an assistant, Rick, a weak-willed guy that he can easily manipulate and underpay. As he gets better and better at this, it becomes more and more clear how terrifyingly callous he is about it all. He doesn't care who he hurts as long as he gets a paycheck out of it. And he's able to reframe everything bad he does by using slick salesman language to make himself seem better.
The situation is that I lost an employee, and I'm interviewing for a replacement. I run a successful TV news business. Don't answer me by telling me a problem. I have enough of those already. Bring me a solution, and then we can make a decision together.
This parallels the way that the news takes his footage and reframes it with a narrative of fear and danger.
They've escaped. They're on the loose.
This was committed by a suspect or suspects who are still out there. They are believed to have escaped, and if you think about that, that is a very frightening thought.
Repeat that.
Yes, scary, and very concerning.
Things go really well for a while, but in the midpoint, he hits a cold streak. He really needs to get something big. He manages to find a home invasion in progress, and he goes inside before the police get there to film the bodies of the people who are murdered. He makes bank off of this, but the cops come and ask to see his footage so they can track down the murderers. Only Lou gives them an edited version that doesn't show the criminals' faces. He has a plan. Find the criminals himself, follow them, and call in a tip so that he'll be there when a shootout starts. This is obviously immoral and illegal, even by his standards, especially when he decides to set it up at a public restaurant, which leads to the all is lost moment. Rick finally gets the guts to challenge Lou on this. He's picked up some tips from Lou on how to negotiate and make a sale, so he presses Lou for more money and threatens to tell the cops if he refuses.
Yeah, cops would be majorly interested in that, no doubt. Okay, so I want more money.
We can reopen negotiations, Rick. But remember, when it comes to your work reputation, you can't unring the bell.
Lou agrees. For now. In the climax, the shootout erupts, which turns into a police chase that Lou and Rick follow across the city that ends with a brutal crash. Lou sees the criminals still alive in their crashed van. He tells Rick that the guy is dead and to come film his body, so that when the criminal sees him, he shoots.
I can't jeopardize my company's success to retain an untrustworthy employee. You took my bargaining power, Rick. You used it against me. You would have done it again. Just admit it.
In the resolution, Lou takes his footage, including the death of his own partner, to Nina, who loves it. He gets away with everything, because no one cares that he's a monster. All anyone cares about is making money by selling stories of horror and death.
I think Lou is inspiring all of us to reach a little higher.
Lou is, of course, a horrible person who doesn't change much by the end.
You gotta bring people in, Lou, seriously. You gotta talk to them like they're fucking human beings. 'Cause you gotta seriously wear that way of looking at shit.
But what can we learn from him? What does his story reveal about how the world works? Here are the major themes of the story. Violence. People have a morbid fascination with violence, and graphic images of death are a cheap way to keep their attention. Manipulation. With the right words and framing, you can make someone believe anything, whether it's on an individual level or mass media propaganda. And I'll call it hustle culture. Focusing on the grind and making money stops you from connecting with other people. You stop seeing them as human beings and start seeing them as just another potential paycheck.
Hey, don't film that, man. He's one of us.
Not anymore, Rick. We're professionals. He's a sale.
Click the card on the left to see how another movie follows 3-act structure. Click the card on the right for a full explanation of what 3-act structure is and how it works. Subscribe if you like these videos and want to see more. And leave a comment if there's a movie you want to see the channel talk about next.